incidents from happening again. It assured there was no user data breach. The MySejahtera application and website are under the management of the Health Ministry and the National Security Council. The government is expected to fully implement the Digital Identity Initiative in 2024. The planning and implementation process has started last year. According to Home Minister Datuk Sri Hamzah Zainuddin, digital authentication is essential to avoid identity fraud. The digital ID will be a form of digital identification and authentication for individuals by using the latest biometric technology, such as fingerprints, facial and iris recognition while conducting matters online. Hamzah added that the system will not replace the existing MyCard as an identification document, but will strengthen MyCard security. The Home Ministry and National Registration Department have been entrusted to lead the implementation of this initiative. Health experts have urged the Election Commission to ban all forms of physical campaigning ahead of the Melaka state elections in November. The Malaysian Medical Association recommended that instead of house visits or gatherings, politicians should campaign virtually to prevent a COVID-19 surge. MMA President Dr. Koh Kar Chai said if politicians truly have the best interests of the people at heart, they should prioritise safe campaigning. Face-to-face meetings could lead to widespread infection of COVID-19, which has just started to show signs of easing in the country. Health experts have called on stricter enforcement of SOPs after the Sabah election episode, which led to a surge in cases. Melaka will go to the polls on November 20th. It will have a 12-day campaign period with nominations starting on November 8th. The Election Commission has yet to finalise the polls' COVID-19 SOPs. Malaysia is still in discussion with Saudi Arabia on relaxing its vaccine requirement for individuals wanting to perform the Umrah and Hajj pilgrimage. Pilgrims are only allowed entry if they are vaccinated with COVID-19 vaccines approved by the Saudi government. Health Minister Khairi Jamaluddin stressed that all vaccines used in Malaysia are safe and effective. The Saudi Arabian government accepts 4 types of vaccines, namely Pfizer-BioNTech, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson and Moderna for individuals wanting to enter the kingdom. In July, Saudi Arabia announced that individuals fully vaccinated with the Sinovac or Sinopharm vaccine will be accepted into the country provided that they had received the booster dose from vaccines recognized by it. Meanwhile, Khairi said the MySejahtera application would have a new feature to enable individuals needing the booster dose to apply for it from next month, in meeting the conditions set by other countries, including for performing Umrah and Hajj. The Senior Citizens Bill is scheduled to be tabled in Parliament next year. According to Deputy Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, Datuk Siti Zailah Muhammad Yusof, the bill is now in the formulation stage upon completion of a study on it early this month. Zailah was responding to a supplementary question from Senator Fadlina Siddiq, who wanted to know whether the government intended to formulate a special law to protect senior citizens. Zailah added that the ministry hoped to set up a Senior Citizens Activity Centre in every parliamentary constituency nationwide. As of August 2021, a total of 49,675 senior citizens have registered with the 143 existing centres nationwide. Digital transformation has become even more important for small and medium businesses since the COVID-19 outbreak. SME Malaysia President Datuk Michael Kang says Budget 2022 must prioritise funding and grants for SMEs, especially on digitalisation to revive incomes and generate more jobs in the country.
We are looking at the transformation of the SME into the digital economy. I think the transformation, we need a lot of talents in this area to assist the SME on transformation. That is why we hope that the government can budget to help the industry, especially on the talent training, and put more fund and on-job training to help the Malaysian people to get the job and also to move towards to the high-income nation. I think a lot of those locals employees, they need the skill and they need the job to get a high income.
Michael says while most businesses are back in operation, the country now faces insufficient manpower to meet the demand of industries. He urged the government to do more to encourage more Malaysians, including women, to enter the workforce.
We hope government can encourage more women, those who are stay at home. Previously, there's no job. I think this is the time for them to contribute to the economy. Since after pandemic, we have to get used to it, work from home. So those women, they have been resigned from their job. They go back, take care of their children after marriage. I think they can also contribute now. They work for the company, especially for SME, to contribute their talent to the industry so that they also can work from home.
We'll take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Malaysia's white flag movement during the lockdown was a symbol of hope and helping each other. Now, as restrictions ease and the economy reopens, those extending a helping hand had lessened, but many are still struggling to get by. We speak to Terato Tech founder Reza Razali, who aims to rally Malaysians to continue extending a helping hand through the Purple Flag initiative.
Terato Tech is the company behind the Kita Jaga platform that connects people who want to help and those who need help by pinning a white flag on a location. Reza says while the number of people raising their virtual flags has gone down to about 100 a day from as much as 10,000 during the extended lockdown, many people are still in need of assistance.
What's worrying is in certain areas, the requests for assistance by ratio has went down, in which probably before this there was a lot more people that's willing to help in certain areas, but now those help are no more incoming, right? So that is also a worrying trend. So what we are looking to do with the platform is we wanted to see if we can use this tool to be able to notify the civil society, offer this help to people who might still need it, right? Those who, in terms of the ratio who wants to give help, back then in Klang Valley it was 1/3. Right now it's 1/11, right? So for every 11 requests, only one wants to give help.
Currently, the number of white flags on Kita Jaga far outnumber purple flags, and according to Reza, the purple flags are declining progressively. This, he says, shows the pressing need for more donors to come forward and help those in need by ensuring that their pleas do not go unnoticed.
For us, safety is a key point that we want to address on the platform. We want to make it a lot safer. So what happened with the purple flag movement is, if let's say you have something that you want to give to people around you, you just put your flag on Kita Jaga, and you put the purple flag on Kita Jaga, and we will have a third party that will reach out to you and pick up the item from you and send it to verified recipient, right? So of course there were also some suspicious activity that was happening on the platform. So by doing the purple flag movement, the idea is we can do a lot of this activity a lot more safer, following SOP, and a lot more for the personal safety of the giver as well.
Those who wish to help can head on to kitajaga.co. The Purple Flag team will arrange to collect and pass donations to homes with white flags with no charge.
At least 14 Syrian soldiers were killed and 3 wounded in a bus explosion in Damascus today. 2 roadside bombs exploded near the bus which was travelling on the Hafiz al-Assad bridge during rush hour. A third bomb was discovered and dismantled in the same area. There was no immediate claim of responsibility for the attack, the deadliest in Damascus in years. Attacks in Syria are rare since President Bashar al-Assad's forces took control of much of the country. About an hour after the blast in Damascus, Assad's regime attacked a marketplace in the Idlib region controlled by the rebels. A Japanese volcano erupted today, spewing ashes several kilometers into the sky. Authorities warned people not to approach Mount Aso, fearing possible lava flows and falling rocks. The Japan Meteorological Agency raised the warning level for the popular tourist site to 3 on a scale of 5. There were no immediate casualties or damages reported, but authorities warned of a large volcanic blocks and pyroclastic flows scattering within a 1-kilometer range of the mountain's crater. Mount Aso had a small eruption in 2019, but no injuries were reported. North Korea said it successfully test-fired a new ballistic missile from a submarine. This is the country's 8th missile test so far this year. State media outlet KCNA boasted that the missile had advanced control guidance technologies, which could make it harder to track. North Korea has carried out a number of weapons tests in recent weeks, launching what it said were hypersonic and long-range weapons. Pyongyang is barred from testing ballistic missiles and nuclear weapons under international law. Ballistic missiles are considered more threatening than cruise missiles because they can carry more powerful payloads, have a longer range, and can fly faster. This missile, fired from the east of North Korea, reportedly landed in the Sea of Japan and travelled about 450 kilometres. Australian authorities urge tennis players to get vaccinated against COVID-19 or risk missing the Australian Open in January. Health Minister Greg Hunt said the rules were straightforward. Everyone arriving in the country must be double vaccinated.
Our rules are very clear. They apply to everyone without fear or favour. It doesn't matter whether you are number one in the world or you're anything else. Our rules are about protecting Australians.
The vaccination requirement has raised questions over men's number 1 Novak Djokovic's eligibility to compete in the Australian Open in Melbourne. The Serbian has recently been in the spotlight for refusing to say whether he has been vaccinated against COVID-19. Djokovic has won the Australian Open title a record 9 times and shares the men's Grand Slam record of 20 titles with Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal.
The short-lived Pakatan administration serves as a lesson on the possibilities and barriers to genuine reform. Will we get a second chance? Tonight on Consider This, we speak to former diplomat Dato' Dennis Ignatius, author of Paradise Lost, Dr. Mahathir and the End of Hope. That is all we have for you on AWANI tonight. Get the latest news update on COVID-19 and COVID-19 vaccines from astroawani.com and Astro Awani app. I'm Farhan Ashey. We'll see you again.